Ever make a choice that felt smart today but wrecked tomorrow? That's first-order thinking, chasing easy wins while future costs hide in the dark. Second-order thinking turns on the light so you see the ripples before they crash. Imagine tossing a stone in a quiet lake. The splash feels small, but the ripples travel far. Your decisions do the same. Second-order thinking asks, what comes after the splash, and keeps asking until the water settles. Most people chase the nearest cookie, but you're building a bakery. That means looking beyond the sugar rush. The obvious benefit is first order. The chain of effects that follows is where the real game begins. You don't need a crystal ball, just a better lens. Stretch time, slow the frame, watch consequences branch like roots underground. What seems harmless now might grow into a forest of problems unless you plant better seeds today. So, how do you outsmart your future self without losing momentum? You use second-order thinking like a map, not a cage. A few simple moves today can save years tomorrow if you learn to see the branches early. Here's the problem. Our brains love short-term rewards like bright neon signs. Long-term fallout hides in fog. We act, feel good, then pay interest later. Second-order thinking clears the fog and reveals the fine print before you sign. The promise is simple: fewer regrets, better timing, stronger bets. You'll learn to spot hidden costs and delayed payoffs. You won't be perfect, but you'll minimize dumb pain and maximize smart luck, which is the only luck that sticks. We'll build a habit loop. Pause, predict, play it forward, then act. The pause breaks autopilot, the prediction stretches time, playing it forward shows branches, then you act aligned with future you. It's a small sequence with big leverage. Ready to practice thinking in layers instead of lines? We'll use simple tools, decision trees, premortems, base rates, to see beyond the first effect. You don't need complexity, you need clarity, and a few repeatable questions to guide choices. Let's define it cleanly. First order asks, what happens now? Second order asks, and then what? Third order asks, and then what after that? Keep pulling the thread until it stops tugging back, then choose with eyes open. Core idea 1, the domino rule. Every decision knocks into others. A quick yes today can trigger 3 hidden no's tomorrow. Map your first, second, and third domino before pushing the first, or you'll watch your strategy collapse in sequence. Core idea 2, widen the time horizon. Ask how a choice feels in 10 minutes, 10 months, 10 years. The 10-10-10 lens kills shiny traps and highlights compounding wins, helping you trade tiny relief now for massive freedom later. Core idea 3, opportunity cost. Saying yes silently says no to something else. Second-order thinkers count the invisible price, so they don't trade their best work for busy work, or their future energy for present applause. Core idea 4, base rates before your gut. Instead of trusting vibes, check how things usually go. If 9 of 10 projects fail, plan like failure is the default, then design around it. Suddenly, failure becomes practice, not fate. Core idea 5, decision trees. Sketch branches, best case, base case, worst case. Assign rough probabilities, plan responses. It's not math class, it's clarity class. Once you see likely futures, you stop betting the farm on weather forecasts. Core idea 6, inversion. Instead of asking how to win, ask how you'll lose, then avoid it. List the failure path, remove the landmines, and your odds jump. Inversion is the broom that clears the floor before you run. Core idea 7, reversible versus irreversible. If a decision is reversible, move fast, learn, adjust. If it's one way, slow down and expand analysis. This simple split protects you from overthinking small bets and rushing big ones. Core idea 8, premortems. Imagine the project failed in 6 months. What went wrong? Surface risks early so you can design guardrails now. Premortems turn embarrassment into foresight, and foresight into smoother execution. Core idea 9, small bets and optionality. Favor experiments that keep doors open and limit downside. You want the freedom to pivot as information arrives. Optionality is leverage, and leverage compounds when you protect your flexibility. Core idea 10, compounding. Tiny gains repeated become tidal waves. Second-order thinkers prioritize actions that compound, skills, reputation, health, because the payoff accelerates with time, while cheap thrills fade. The earlier you start, the easier it gets. Core idea 11, feedback loops. Good choices feed better choices. Bad choices snowball too. Build loops that reward discipline and make backsliding costly, like calendar streaks or accountability partners. The loop shapes your identity, and identity shapes tomorrow. Core idea 12, delayed gratification. The marshmallow test wasn't about candy, it was about control. Waiting now is buying freedom later. Second-order thinkers don't hate pleasure, they schedule it so it supports goals instead of stealing them. Core idea 13, environment design. Willpower is weak in a bad room. Make the good path easy and the bad path hard. Remove friction for what you want, add friction for what you don't. Environment beats motivation on a long timeline. Core idea 14, identity first. Ask, what would a disciplined person do? Actions that match identity stick. When behavior fits who you believe you are, second-order consistency becomes automatic, like a train on tracks. Core idea 15, sunk cost clarity. Don't throw good time after bad because you already paid. Cut losses early when the second-order future is negative. Pride is expensive. Clean exits are cheap insurance against long-term regret. Core idea 16, noise versus signal. Most alerts are noise pretending to be urgent. Second-order thinking filters inputs by long-term impact, not adrenaline spikes. If it doesn't change the 5-year picture, it probably doesn't deserve 5 minutes. Core idea 17, social ripple. Your choices impact a crowd, and their reactions echo back. Reputation compounds like money or debt. Protect your name with boring, reliable actions that age well. Today's shortcut can become tomorrow's scar. Core idea 18, hidden stakeholders. Who else pays for your decision? Your team, family, future self. Map their costs and benefits. Second-order thinkers count all players so they don't win private victories that cause public messes. Core idea 19, temporal discounting hacks. We overvalue now and undervalue later by default. Use tricks, commitment contracts, future calendar blocks, public promises to balance the timeline and make later feel closer so your choices serve both selves. Core idea 20, the rule of 3 consequences. For any action, list 3 likely outcomes: direct, indirect, and unintended. Decide only after seeing all 3 on paper. It forces depth without drowning in details. Core idea 21, asymmetric bets. Prefer moves with limited downside and big upside. Learn skills, collect relationships, ship small projects. If the worst case is tiny and the best case changes your life, you found a second-order sweet spot. Core idea 22, stress testing. Before committing, ask a skeptic to poke holes. If your plan survives sharp questions, it's stronger. If it collapses, better now than after launch. Break it in the lab, not the field. Core idea 23, thresholds. Some actions look linear but flip after a point, like sleep debt, debt interest, or trust. Respect thresholds and you avoid cliffs. Ignore them, and a steady stroll becomes a sudden fall. Core idea 24, habit stacking. Attach a new behavior to a stable anchor. Brush teeth, then journal. Start coffee, then read. Stacking turns friction into flow, and small steps compound into new identity over time. Core idea 25, calendar as contract. Treat your schedule like a promise to future you. Block time for deep work, rest, skill, relationships. Second-order thinking protects these blocks like assets because that's exactly what they are. Core idea 26, subtraction before addition. Don't add new habits, remove the ones causing damage first. Subtraction is the fastest path to second-order progress because leaks sink ships faster than new sales help. Core idea 27, clarity questions. Before a big move, ask, what problem, for whom, by when, at what cost? If you can't answer simply, you're not ready. Second-order thinking thrives on clean definitions and quiet confidence. Core idea 28, decision journals. Write predictions before acting, then revisit later. The gap between what you expected and what happened is gold. Over time, your calibration improves, and second-order guesses become first-rate instincts. Core idea 29, energy math. Decisions cost energy points. Treat them like a battery. High-energy mornings deserve high-leverage choices. Protect your charge, or you'll spend afternoons saying yes to junk because you're too tired to say no. Core idea 30, default rules. Create rules that remove micro-decisions. No phone before work block, gym at 4, bedtime alarm. Defaults conserve willpower for important choices, and your future self thanks you for the peace. Core idea 31, red teaming yourself. Play the enemy of your plan for 5 minutes. Try to beat it, not defend it. If the plan still holds, you've earned confidence. If not, you save time, money, and ego. Core idea 32, cadence over intensity. A frantic sprint dies fast, a steady rhythm lasts. Second order thinking favors consistent beats, weekly reviews, monthly experiments, quarterly resets, so progress remains compounding rather than chaotic. Core idea 33. Limits create freedom. Constraints guide creativity and prevent regret. Cap your commitments, cap your screen time, cap your spending. When limits handle the guardrails, your mind focuses on steering straight. Core idea 34. Scenario buffers. Always leave space, time buffers, money buffers, margin for error. Buffers are humility in action. They admit we're bad forecasters, then protect us from our own confidence. Core idea 35. Compounding character. Tell the truth, keep promises, show up on time. Character compounds into trust, and trust multiplies options. Second order thinking protects integrity because it buys future leverage at a discount. Let's stitch it together. Pause first, then predict. Draw branches, check base rates, invert risks. Favor reversible moves, small bets, buffers, and compounding habits. Protect energy, identity, reputation. This stack turns random days into aligned seasons. Remember the domino rule and the 3 outcomes rule. If an action harms the second and third domino, stop. If it strengthens both, proceed. This simple filter removes drama and adds direction, quietly and consistently. Short term is loud, long term is strong. Train your attention to hear the deeper drum. When in doubt, ask what future you would trade for today's comfort, then choose the trade that buys freedom, not friction. Check the environment before blaming willpower. If your room, routines, and people make the wrong thing easy, change the scene. Second order results come from first order setups that pull you forward without force. Keep a decision journal and review it. Your calibration improves when memory stops lying. Track predictions, outcomes, and feelings. The data will teach you how your mind tricks you and how to fix it with better defaults. Use base rates to ground optimism, then build optionality to invite upside. That mix, realism plus flexibility, beats raw enthusiasm. You'll smile more because surprises hurt less and lucky breaks land bigger. Subtract leaks before adding features. Cut noise, stop doom scrolling, fix sleep, clear debt. Second order gains appear when friction falls. Then add one compounding habit and protect it like a secret garden. Reputation isn't a logo, it's a ledger. Each choice writes a line. Choose boring, durable wins, and the ledger compiles into trust, which then opens doors you didn't know existed. Plan for thresholds and set buffers. Trust, cash, sleep. Lose too much and the floor drops. Buffers keep you above the cliff, so compounding continues uninterrupted, quietly and powerfully. Second order thinking isn't slow thinking, it's smart timing. Move fast on reversible choices, slow on one-way doors. The rhythm is the result. Fewer fires, more flow, stronger foundations. Here's your momentum move. Install a daily pause. Before any meaningful choice, breathe, then ask the 3 consequences. It takes less than a minute and saves months of cleanup. Start a decision journal tonight. Write 1 prediction, 1 reason, 1 risk. In 30 days, review. The mirror will be honest, and honesty is compound interest for your mind. Pick 1 compounding habit and protect it with environment design. If it's reading, place the book on your pillow. If it's training, lay out shoes by the door. Make the good path frictionless. Tell one person your plan and your checking date. Accountability is a bridge built with words, and bridges beat willpower in the rain. Make it simple. Make it public enough to matter. Expect resistance from old habits. They're loud at first. Keep the rhythm. Small wins stack, the fog thins, and your future self starts sending quiet thank you notes in the form of easier days. Let's apply it to money. First order, buy a luxury to feel good. Second order, monthly payments steal cash flow. Stress rises, options shrink. Better move, invest in skills that raise income, then buy once wealth pays the bill. Apply it to health. First order, skip sleep to get more done. Second order, errors rise, cravings spike, workouts suffer, mood drops. Better move, sleep protects everything else. It's the lever that multiplies all other levers. Apply it to work. First order, answer every ping to look responsive. Second order, deep work dies, output falls, you become a notification puppet. Better move, time block, batch messages, protect maker hours fiercely. Apply it to relationships. First order, win the argument. Second order, trust erodes, walls rise, teamwork fractures. Better move, repair fast, tell the truth, give credit. Those choices compound into safety, and safety multiplies performance. Apply it to learning. First order, binge content, feel smart. Second order, shallow recall, no application. Better move, learn by doing, teach someone, write a summary. Output turns knowledge into skill, which sticks and pays dividends. Apply it to time. First order, say yes to everything. Second order, calendar chaos, low energy, average work. Better move, default no, selective yes. Space creates sharpness, sharpness creates results. Apply it to habits. First order, go all in Monday. Second order, burn out by Friday, guilt by Sunday. Better move, start tiny, never miss twice, stack on anchors. Rhythm beats intensity long term. Apply it to creativity. First order, wait for inspiration. Second order, inconsistency kills momentum. Better move, schedule idea hours, collect prompts, ship on cadence. Routine invites the muse, not the other way around. Apply it to risk. First order, chase big wins with big bets. Second order, ruin risk hides in tails. Better move, cap downside, spread bets, let winners compound. Survival is the first strategy, always. Apply it to tech. First order, scroll for micro pleasure. Second order, fractured attention, weak focus, wasted hours. Better move, use devices like tools, timers, blockers, reading lists. If the hammer starts swinging you, put it down. Case study, diet. First order, skip breakfast, feel light. Second order, noon crash, evening binge. Fix, protein in the morning, fiber at lunch, water often. Small tweaks ripple into stable energy and easier choices. Case study, side project. First order, perfect before launch. Second order, delay feedback, burn time. Fix, launch a small version, collect data, iterate weekly. The market is the mirror that tells the truth. Case study, meetings. First order, invite everyone. Second order, slow decisions, diluted ownership. Fix, fewer people, clear agenda, decisions labeled, owners assigned. The second order effect is speed with accountability. Case study, hiring. First order, hire fast to relieve pressure. Second order, months of misfit, culture drag. Fix, bar raisers, interview, trial projects, clear scorecards. Slow to hire, fast to coach, faster to fix. Case study, money habits. First order, new car, instant status. Second order, insurance, payments, stress. Fix, invest first, buy later, let assets pay toys. That's status that sleeps at night. Mindset shift, not magic trick. Second order thinking is a muscle built by reps. You won't get every call right, but you'll avoid obvious traps, and that alone rewrites your future baseline. When choices feel foggy, widen the frame. Ask what happens next and next and next. Write it down. The act of writing slows time and cools the noise. If urgency screams, check reversibility. Two-way door? Step through and learn. One-way door? Gather data, add buffers, then decide. This rule alone will save you from preventable pain and unlock faster learning loops. Look for compounding levers. Skills, reputation, health, relationships. Those are engines that pay forever. Feed them daily and protect them fiercely. Everything else is noise asking for attention it didn't earn. You now own a better lens. Use it today. Pause, predict, play it forward, then choose. Outsmart your future self by becoming your future self now, one clear decision at a time.